They can't stop you. Go. There you go.
Long story there.
Oh my goodness.
Well above her 15 points per game, 22, making 23 on the day for her. Taylor Brown. Quarter after those two big threes from Brown. And now you get your senior Brown, the transfer from Georgetown a couple of years ago, on the line.
My name is Taylor Brown. I grew up playing basketball since I was 5 years old. It really started outside in the driveway with my dad and my big sister, and just learning how to shoot on a hoop. And of course, it was lowered, and then like my dad would like pick me up and like raise me to dunk. So that's what I really remember where it started.
Taylor was born November 19th, 1993. She was born in Silver Spring, Maryland. We were living in Upper Marlboro, so we had to race around the Beltway when she was arriving.
She was the second born, about 10 o'clock at night. She has an older sister, Shauna, and Shauna actually played basketball first, so I would take her to practice with me. She was down at the other end while the girls were practicing, and they were 7- and 8-year-olds. And the coach saw her shooting around down there, and he said, Mr. Brown, would you like for your youngest daughter to play?
And then one day, the coach let her in the game, and she was determined to get the ball. It was just a very intense focus that she had, and while all the girls were towering over her, she managed to get in the middle, not afraid of anything, and make a basket. So that was her first basket, and she just loved the game ever since.
Yeah. Then she started literally watching basketball, wanting to play all the time, wanting to practice. I mean, somebody that wants to go to practice that young, so it kept us busy, let's put it that way.
When she was about 10, her older sister, had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and it was really difficult for Taylor. It was a tough time for her because she really valued that relationship she had with her older sister. And there was a period of time where we were in the hospital with our older daughter, and Taylor was there with the little ones. But something happened at that point. She became very, very focused and driven. And I think from that point on, Taylor started to write down her goals. Right? You know, she would write her goals, and her goals would be, I'm gonna do this in basketball, and I'm going to get these good grades, and I'm going to make this happen. And she was very focused and very driven from that point on.
She is the epitome of work ethic.
She was a leader, from the beginning.
Wins every time. She wins every time. Too good.
She was the best player on the team. She stayed to practice the longest. She got to practice first.
And she led by example. She didn't necessarily do a lot of talking, but she led by example.
It's just this desire that I have and this gut feeling like I need to be working out, or I need to be watching film. I need to watch my highlights and see how I did that and how I could do that again, or do it even better. So it's just like this addictive drive.
I had been recruiting Taylor, and when I saw her at Benjamin Tasker, I was like, oh, she got to play for me. But when I went over to Bishop McNamara and got the head coaching job over there, Taylor Brown was there. And I was instantly enthusiastic. And when I got the job, when I first got the job and I'm meeting with the team, I pulled Taylor in my office and said, it's get down time.
Honestly, I really didn't know what McNamara was. When I was at Tasker, I wasn't really sure. But I went to Bishop McNamara's camp.
Taylor was an exception coming in because, she had it coming in.
She wasn't a very vocal person early on. She just led by example. And she just worked so hard that it was hard to deny. She won all the wind sprints, everything she went hard at.
She just got it. She understood the game. She had that wow factor.
I was actually flabbergasted that she was on the JV team.
It was very tough, and as a freshman, you had to wait your turn. Even though I was talented, I was good, I still had to work hard. I had to prove every day that I deserved to be on varsity. I deserved to play.
Her basketball IQ was always, just above pretty much any and everybody else that I remember coaching.
Yeah, I saw a huge change in my work ethic, my junior and senior year. I realized that, especially being on varsity, that you really have to be more focused. I know that sounds simple, but I had to really tell myself every day when I come into practice, you have to be focused, focus on this drill, focus on the little things. That's what's going to get me on the floor.
I think the best thing that came out of McNamara was the basketball, but also the introduction to service. I really think that's when Taylor, got the whole concept of service.
McNamara taught me, the importance of believing in God, and that's when I really got into the Bible and understood, but it didn't really hit me until when I went to Georgetown and when I transferred, because that was a big decision for me. It wasn't just a decision for basketball, but it was just a decision for life. I really felt like that's when I really took a big leap of faith and just let God, whatever happened, just let him have control over my life.
And now you get your senior Brown, the transfer from Georgetown a couple of years ago, on the line.
When she left McNamara, she went to Georgetown University and played there for 1 year before transferring to George Mason's.
Coach Jerry Porter, she wanted me to play for her when I was 9, and I was only 9. So I was always looking at Mason. So the second go-round was she still wants to coach me.
And Brown makes the first one and puts the lead to 3.
I need to be at Mason for some reason, and so that was the main reason. But even though I didn't get the opportunity to play for her, it's been a wonderful experience.
Long three there.
Oh my goodness.
Quarter after those two big threes from Brown.
Taylor Brown.
I was always impressed with the things that she could do, but watching her at the collegiate level was just a sense of pride. We've been blessed, and she's been blessed by a lot of people that have really stood by her along the way. You don't get anywhere by yourself, and whether it's through family or through coaches or people that relatives have supported you all the way, from the Boys and Girls Club, South Bowie, all the way up to George Mason.
Do you have ice water in your veins?
I just worked extremely hard, and it's finally paying off. My dad has done a lot for me, and I can honestly say I'm grateful for that. Whenever I need something, my mom she'll stop what she's doing to help me, and you can't ask for anything better than that. Yeah, I love them.
3-point basket, number 31, Taylor Brown.
They trailed by 3 in the closing seconds to St. Bonaventure. Taylor's 3 would force overtime. They went on to win 68-55.
I was thinking that was all God. Honestly, it was crazy. It was a crazy shot, so I gotta give him all the glory.
It's just pretty cool. Like, around school and stuff, like, there's always pictures of her that I see, so when I'm around school, I'll be like, oh, there's a picture of Taylor. And my friends will be like, hey, there's your sister, stuff like that. So it's kind of cool seeing her, like, play basketball.
Shooting percentage, she has a better jump shot, but I have a better.
I'm just proud of them, being at McNamara and doing well, both doing well academically and athletically. And I want to continue to set the example for them.
She's always seemed to come through when she's given an opportunity.
I hope she just keeps playing, whether it's in the WNBA or overseas. I just don't want her to stop playing.
I just hope for her to get selected in the WNBA.
I believe she does have what it takes to go to the next level because, one of the things that we used to talk about, I remember as a freshman, that she needs to get stronger, she needs to get in the weight room. But what I found out is like her heart is just so big. She doesn't back down away from any challenge, and I believe she's up for it mentally, physically, as well as her game itself.
What people are going to get from me is you're going to get a passionate person, and if you want me to run 10 sprints, if you want me to run it down and back in 5 seconds, I'll do it. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I will always find a way to make things happen, not just for myself, but for the program, for others, and I'll just make it happen.
She has the thing to move things forward and to always leave things better than when she found it. So I just think it's opportunity for her to shine, and she will shine.
What's next for Taylor Brown? Definitely playing professional basketball. If you have a goal or a dream in mind, don't wait on anyone. Don't wait and think, I'm just gonna wait till I get to college, or I'm gonna wait till I get to high school or middle school. Don't wait for your parents or a coach or anyone to tell you this is what you need to do. If it's something simple, like if you wanna own a business, and I don't care how old you are, start writing it down, start doing your research. You need to put in the work in order to make things happen for yourself.
Lots of times, you'll look at Taylor, she's 5'7", she wears a size 0, but you know what? Don't underestimate the appearance, right? Don't look at her and say, oh, she's quiet, because you know what? There's a lot in that package, and it's pretty powerful. And given the opportunity, she will rise to the top. That has been her hallmark, and she'll do it.
My daily and my new plan is to surrender my life to the Lord and to trust Him through it all. I'm not just saying this because of all my accolades and awards that I've received here. I'm saying this because I truly believe that God directed me here to build a better relationship with Him. And it's true. When you seek the Lord with all your heart, your prayers will be answered. Lastly, I would like to speak on the power of belief and faith. When you have a coach that believes in you, when you have teammates that believe in you and support you, when you have a family that believes in you and unconditionally loves you, it's borderline impossible to not be the best player and the best person that you can be. I just want to thank my family for attending almost every single game in my entire life. My mom, my dad, John, Jordan, Shauna, thank you all very much. And thank you for being there for me. And I would like to thank my coaches for the tremendous amount of support, my teammates for accepting me for who I am and being patient with me, because I'm not perfect, but I have a desire to be. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to be here. Thank you very much.